Koi presents The Monsters of Kampala. A Koi original series written by Joel Gunayaka. Chapter 1. The Homecoming. "20 years later, the city pulsed with life. Streets filled with vendors, musicians, and Kampala's undercurrent of secrets. M.O.K was back, though nobody would have recognized the boy who had once crouched in the shadows. He was now a man of precise steps and careful words, a ghost in his own right. He had returned to a city that had tried to forget him, to bury his family's legacy under a fresh coat of government-funded prosperity and the flash of newer, younger crime families vying for control. He had spent years overseas, waiting, watching, training. He knew what they had taken from him, but he didn't yet know who. In the dim light of a rundown club tucked into one of Kampala's quieter corners, M.O.K sat at a back table, surveying the room. The soft notes of a saxophone played somewhere in the background as he watched men and women file in, laughing, oblivious to his presence. He knew some of the men who had killed his grandfather were still in power. He'd traced a few of them through his own sources, names scrawled onto a list he carried like a talisman. He didn't know all their names yet, but he would find them. A shadow slipped into the seat across from him, breaking his contemplation. Sarah Nansubuga, a journalist he'd known only by reputation, her fearless exposés of corruption making her both revered and feared, leaned in, her voice low and conspiratorial. "I heard the ghost of the Okello family was back," she said, her smile sharp. "Guess the rumors were true." M.O.K met her gaze, his expression unreadable. "Are you a ghostbuster or just someone with a death wish?" he asked simply. She laughed, a dry sound with no real humor.
"Death, truth, or revenge?" Sarah asked sarcastically.
M.O.K leaned back, his eyes hard as steel. "If one is lucky," he replied, "maybe they can find all." Monsters of Kampala